Here I'm bringing you the fairly new roller coaster at SeaWorld, Penguin Trek, opened in July of 2024. This one is a great family roller coaster. It is a little snug. They do have a test seat for you to sit down in before you get in line. I would suggest it because if you are bigger in the midsection, it is an issue. I know it was for me when I first went there. I ended up losing about 48 pounds. And when I tried it again, I was able to fit in the chair. And just to give you a perspective, I'm 5'2". And at that time, I was 268. So I lost 48 pounds from that. Then I was able to fit in all the rides, especially this one. They all do run really snug. So keep that in mind when you go to SeaWorld. You will be able to get on, obviously, like the Infinity Falls because that's not as weight restricted, but most of the roller coasters are. Here's another great family walkthrough. They have two tunnels that you'll be going through so you can see all of the sharks and fishes all around you and eels. It's very colorful. They have lights in there that will bright up the coral reefs that are all different colors. You can actually push a baby stroller or wagon, roll a wheelchair, electric scooter through these tunnels. The initial tunnel that we're in now is the widest one. Then you'll go through an informational area where you can read about everything. That's really wide. And then you'll go through the second tunnel, which is narrow, and it'll be just one at a time if you have a stroller, wagon, or wheelchair or electric scooter. But they still have room for you to go through. This is a great photo op and a great way just to kind of see everything, moving around you without these 3D effects because, you know, it's nice to see everything naturally and not digitally created, right? So this is still nice to see. Everything is clean, smells fine, nothing wrong with it. So I'm glad that SeaWorld has definitely kept this up. I will say in regards to the actual SeaWorld park, it does need renovations. I will say in certain areas, they could definitely use a little sprucing up. And I don't believe it is just the paint. So, because over time, obviously things can experience wear and tear. So, it would be nice to see them renovate certain rides, especially the ones that are really going to attract you. They should definitely start renovations. Like I said, not just with the paint to brighten it up, but the actual structure itself, I think would do it justice and really entice more people to come when they see how great it looks, just so inviting. The walkthrough here, though, is just great for families. I do suggest SeaWorld for families and young kids. I think it's a great experience for them to see the animals up close and personal. Again, for my opinion of the park, I think just I've seen the park over, I want to say 30 years ago, and it looked better. Now it's just not kept up. I'm not saying, oh, I want some fancy roller coaster, but I think in general, the upkeep of the park has not been there. And you can really notice it when it comes to the places you eat and the building, itself, how it looks on the inside and outside. You can tell on the food, I'm not a big fan of it. And you can tell on the structures, like the restrooms, they need a lot of work. Here, where you can see beautiful colors, and I think this also is something SeaWorld could work on. When you have this gorgeous view like this, that you can see the entire park, there's the parking. There's no parking garage, by the way, just that land there. But look at the gorgeous colors. If they would renovate some of these buildings, and you see Penguin Trek is gorgeous. It's white. That land's what really stands out. But behind it is Journey to Atlantis. That needs to be spruced up so that you can really see it. I think that it it just needs some more sprucing up on these areas. So from this view, you can really see it pop. People all the time are coming to get on helicopters that they offer to go over these theme parks. And if you see something, that you like, you're more enticed to go see it. Some people go for the shows. Some people go for the concerts that they have here. As you can see right here is the concert area in blue, right over the water, which is really nice over that boardwalk that you walk here, and you can see the park behind you. But if you kind of look at these buildings, you kind of see the roofs are dirty on some of them. The building themselves are not really colorful. You want to be able to see certain things, to match the actual roller coaster colors. Journey to Atlantis just seems like it's just back there. I just want that really spruced up because that is a gem. That is the only water roller coaster that I know of. And I think it needs some renovation so that it can be spruced up and really promoted. But like I said, these buildings need it as well. I would say that in order to attract good food, you need a unique restaurants, and they need to really be bright and colorful and great food, unique food, and the consistency of it. The park map is still a billboard. They haven't upgraded to any kind of digital. Great photo ops at SeaWorld, as you can see. I love them. Those are colorful. Infinity Falls is a great small version of a water ride that you will have fun on. You'll get drenched. Great little photo op as well. Kraken is very famous as well. Needs some definitely renovations on Kraken, but Journey to Atlantis is one of my favorites, but it is, I want to say, number one. That's so, so unique. And I think that if they were to renovate it and bring these colors back to life, I don't know, like maybe they could even drain the water and paint it down there and make that even more bright when you see the water. These rocks, the buildings, just have everything colorful, like Definitely renovate Journey to Atlantis, the only water roller coaster in Orlando. Great photo op right here. If you wanted to take a video of your family or just pictures, you will get wet. That's the water ride area. And then here you get on your second journey to the coaster, the roller coaster. It is a long ride. I actually enjoy it. It's my number one, like I said, just needs some sprucing up to match the exit area that is also an area to show fishes in the aquarium, but is just gorgeous, the colors. And the music is fine. I just wish, like I said, the queue area and the actual area you see here would be spruced up. Look at these colors on the exit of Journey to Atlantis. That's what I want to see. I want to see colors. All in the queue and all in that photo op area. Even paint the floor of the water area that you saw so it can shine brighter. I don't know, something. But I think always these colors need to be spruced up. Paint always has to be repainted so it can stay its true color, I will say. But Journey to Atlantis is a gem. Truly is. I suggest it highly. And everyone loves the Kraken, so don't forget about that too. Journey to Atlantis was much more forgiven on the weight, so I could always ride that one, but the Kraken is not forgiven. So if you're bigger in the midsection, you won't fit in the actual seat. Just keep that in mind. And Infinity Falls and Journey to Atlantis is more forgiven, those two. The colors in there are great as well, as you can see, and that's what I want to see more of. I think it looks great. Look at the eel. Now, there's music in all of these areas, but of course, I don't want to have any kind of copyright, so I'm able to have you experience that. But you can see the wonderful colors and wonderful fish and sharks, stingrays. Now, here we go. We're going to Sesame Street. Beyond Journey to Atlantis being the most unique ride, the only land that I say They outdid themselves on. The rest of the park needs to be renovated. This Sesame Street land, the colors of the rides, the colors of the stores, all of the photo op areas are exactly what you would expect for this land. That's how you saw it on TV. They were always bright, true to their color. This is a true family area. Not only will you have these small children rides and family rides together and photo ops of actual characters and how they were on TV and everything, but everything is true to color. It's adorable, just adorable to have your child experience. Even the store, just from the moment you enter and you go all around, it's adorable. You want to see everything. And then you have the meet and greet in the back in air conditioning. You could have your picture taken there. Very spacious, very clean. You're going to have a family area too for like a splash park. Plenty of buildings that remind you of the set. You're going to have food here. You will have a place to eat coming up. They have a great family covered pavilion area. So you can get out the sun, relax with your strollers and wagon, and eat at the picnic tables over there. It's a huge area. It's great for families. Same thing for the splash area. Great family area. They're so adorable. Now, we are going to be heading towards the splash park there, as you see. And of course, they'll have a store over here where, if needed, maybe you need to get a towel or something to change into, because now you're all wet. But don't worry, they have you covered. Now, the entrance of this store is adorable. Basically has you ready for the beach or pool. Or that splash park there. It's adorable. I know when I had little ones, this is all I wanted to do. Buy these little cute things. Great photo ops. And you get those little shirts there. You'll get wet in. And of course, the little pajama onesie things. The whole family can have them. That's so adorable. All the plush stuffed animals, too. I love them. definitely, if you're into Sesame Street, bring your child here. It's a great experience. Like I said, this is one of the best stores that I've seen organized perfectly. Well, let me take that back. This is the only store in SeaWorld that I've seen so colorful, organized perfectly for the land. Like everything you want for this land can be found in this store. I'm not kidding. The other stores, no. This one is just everything for Sesame Street or this land is here. Even the meet and greet here in the back in the AC. It's just, I, I was definitely astonished to find this because the other areas do not have that. They're missing it completely. So the best land in SeaWorld, I would have to say definitely is this one. This is going to be not just for the store, the meet and greet, all the photo ops, and the rides here and so forth. They even have a parade. So you have everything in this area. Now, the other areas, like I said, they need to create another land like this and really spruce it up to mimic how they have Sesame Street. They have a great Journey to Atlantis ride. They could really create something awesome there. They have a great pipeline ride that's brand new too. And I mean, it's fairly new, not like this year, but in 2023, it was created. That could be a great land as well over there. And that Caribbean beach vibe, kind of land. I don't know. But it is something I think that is lacking in SeaWorld. They can just mimic what they did here in Sesame Street. It would be great to have two other lands like this. You definitely would have people here. And then not only the land, but have unique food that you can only find in that land and in the park. Because right now I'm not crazy about that. But thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more on Chrissy's Travels.